I think Necro's also streaming this way. So if you guys want to, you can share some love on the Gaming Live channel. I believe that's if you go onto our website at EndGameTV.net, you can find the most recent post. It has Necro's stream link there and one of our most recent news reports. All right, wow. I'm gonna hand off. I think I'm better acquainted. Okay, so how many points are there total in the 66? Let's clarify this from the very get-go. 73 or 72?
73.
73
GP.
Okay, 73 each race. Looks like a GV2 is trying to be picked by the Netherlands, and they get it. They have top 6, so this is actually a really good pick for them. We were noticing towards the in that room that they did not have as many people in the front. I think USA had near bottom 6 actually. We do have some game audio. Oh, we have game audio. This is a rarity. Okay, and we do have Leroy starting off in 3rd in GV2. Has right behind Killua right here in 3rd place. With that Feb, he had to go around a little wide. But Killua dragging out their Fib, he revealed his plans, and the red gets him on GV2. No more presence for the USA in top spots. Netherlands take away with the top 3. And with that back spam, Leroy separating that pack a little bit more. It's that Fib in 3rd place, but there's a... Oh, that banana came so close to him. And I believe he gets another person with the Fib. Wraith has to watch himself as he is bagging for the Americans here, but he is around the crowd. We should note, though, that USA is winning the bagging duel in terms of who is back in last. So if USA is able to net that last second shot, the POW is going to target POW Leroy here. We do see a lot of stars in play, but nobody able to pull anything off. USA have 2-3 all of a sudden here. Red shell for Leroy. Banana gets him. He isn't able to avoid it. He tries to throw the red shell again, but he gets started by his teammate. And into 7th, 8th, 9th place, 10th place for him.
That was just Leroy being rusty.
That was Leroy being a little bit unaware of his surroundings with that banana in front of him.
I blame that on the rust, because you saw him with bananas, and
I would have played it a little bit more safe.
Yeah.
If I was him. He played it pretty well for the most part. He kept a lot of the USA members he kept them off their backs pretty much for a lot of that race. But we're going to take a look at some of the other streams here. That's not one of them. And it looks like a pretty neutral race. Maybe not as good as they wanted it to be, but we see here that one of the streams went offline. That would be May. We do have Derek streaming for the United States. So yeah, we might as well mention Derek is streaming for the United States. And we also have Lunaire, or Leroy, streaming for the Dutch. And we'll be alternating between the two. I'm not sure exactly where to position this, but
you should just I'll
keep it there so people can actually see. All right. First race, score not caught on by us. 37-36. Okay, so a really close start on a track that honestly probably should have gone the Netherlands' way. They had top 3, and although Leroy got screwed over, I'm not sure what happened in 2nd place. I think he got target powed actually off the course.
That POW.
Yeah, the POW
was really deadly.
The POW had to be extremely deadly there. But Netherlands still winning that one. We're going to go ahead and take a look here as I believe we're looking onto Derek right now. Starting off in 8th place, 7th place, trying to tread his way carefully here as he goes for what is an important first box, and he gets that star. And you know that Derek is going to be holding on to this for the life of him. Take a look at May's stream. He has a golden in 8th place. Back to Derek.
Just a star in 4th, and that's what Derek does.
Yes, Derek.
That's so exactly what Derek does. He just runs, dodges up.
For sure. Meanwhile, Leroy's not in the best position he'd like to be in. 9th place, not able to get any dodges considering that. Derek's still holding on to that star in 4th place. The USA 3 and 4. Netherlands has one of their. Ooh, that red shell passing him. Netherlands having their top 2 positions knocked out so easily. Sander behind the pack of the USA top 2. He's going to have to try to do something about this. May is trying to have his say what should be a snipe attempt there. Ooh, nearly avoiding it. I believe he may have gotten his teammates in the process. Might need to watch out for backspin here. Derek not really releasing it just yet. And Derek, I think, is back here with a blue shell all of a sudden, and now is disconnected.
Derek, you see?
Or sorry, Derek. Yeah, Derek was disconnected. That was Leroy throwing the blue shell. So USA wasn't first, but Derek disconnecting is going to hurt the American side. And what should be an undermanned race for the Americans here. Second place for May with triple greens, and Leroy having triple reds in 7th place.
USA with the 1-3-4
USA,
right now.
yeah. As you just said, USA have a ton of the top spots right now, despite them being undermanned.
And they most likely have shock too, I'm pretty sure.
Leroy trying to catch up. He does have the golden, now is in 5th place. What will he be able to do? Not able to avoid that power, not able to get that 5th place item. He runs into that red shell in the middle of the track. That bomb exploding when Netherlands comes by, and Center is going to have to pay the price. May still in 2nd place behind Sager, who has a lead. He has had that lead for a while now. 2nd place shrimp for him. He chooses to backspam. Will he pay for this? No. He uses that shrimp to be able to catch up. There's a mega in play. Behind him, he's not able to get that low jump and not able to get the boost at all. He's gonna choose to backspin that one. Gets life. Will he have to pay for that? No, not at all. At least not yet. Yo, the red shell coming for him. And
Top
the shock
4
is going to place May from 2nd to 3rd. USA
Top
getting
2,
top 2, 4, 5. In what was, it was looking like USA might suffer from what was an undermanned race, but USA says not today. And I believe they will be disconnecting, unfortunately, and restarting after all of this. But yeah, Leroy, the reaction timing on that one, because the red shell was there for a while. It's not like it came out of nowhere. So that was pretty unfortunate for Leroy to have run into that one. And USA definitely with that race have taken the lead by I'd say a sizable amount, maybe like 20 points, around 20 points or so.
They won that race by 17.
17? Okay.
45 to 28.
45 to 28. All right, we'll make sure to note that. 45 to 28. 81 points for the Americans. And 65, I believe. We do have, what is it, a little while until we'll be able to determine whether Netherlands has any shot at beating the United States. Meantime, we are waiting on track selection. It looks like we're able to see Derek's point of view. Grubble Volcano it is. So, yeah, so this will be the last day of the World Cup for week 1. Then, and all this is done in the attempts to play out a group stage for the tournament. Next week, we're going to play 3 more days of the World Cup in order to determine who moves on from the group stage to elimination stages. So, onwards we go. Grubble Volcano, definitely a track that some of USA would like to think they're very good at. I know TK very consistent with that rock hop. Triple greens for the American player, Derek, in 2nd place. It looks like the Dutchman is going to drop back, try to get some shrooms. It looks like Derek is going to get that shroom in 2nd. He's going to be able to take that cut in 2nd place and move on up. We did see Life earlier. Life earlier. He was TC'd before May was able to make that shortcut. So we do see May from the Dutch side here in 5th place, right behind his teammate Sander in 4th place. USA having 2-3.
Top 3 right now for USA, so.
What was it, top 3?
Yeah.
Okay, we do see a top 3 then. Yeah, because Derek is in 1st place if we do check the right screen. Derek in 1st place. So USA top 3 by a sizable portion. And it, based on who has shocked, this could very well work in USA's favor. They may be able to even get more off this. More off this. I believe their top 3 took cut, or 2 of their top 3 took cut, but everybody's really taking cut. Looks like the shock is being used. We're going to take a look and to see who it was used for. May was shocked out of it, I believe. Oh, wait, no, May dodged with it. Yeah, so that was a Dutch shock. And now the Netherlands is back in it. May first place ahead of 3 American members. USA 234. Derek getting a shroom in 3rd place. Now the Dutch top 2
right now.
Yeah, Dutch top 2 right now. We do see Leroy back there. He does have triple shrooms in 8th, but he's going to have to catch up. Look at that mini map. A little bit of a ways. There should be a shock available at the next shortcut, so there may be a second shock on behalf of the Netherlands. Or, ooh, that's a Derek. That's Derek in the cut. There's more people in the shortcut.
Oh, the pass.
Oh, Derek isn't able to make it. USA both failed the startup after the shortcut, and first place has triple greens. But where did he go? Where did May go?
Oh, May, he choked.
I'm not sure where May went, but Netherlands still have 2-3. I believe 2-3 or 3-4 after that race. Yeah, Netherlands with a 3-4.
Wow, May.
I'm not sure what happened to May there. He had triple greens in first place. Maybe he
just missed his mini turbo.
I think he just... did he miss it? I think he just like turned the wrong way initially and maybe had to correct himself.
Wow, May. He had first game.
That was funny because so many errors happened at the end of that. Derek and another USA member were both able to take the shortcut. And
30.
yeah, they were both able to take the shortcut, but the thing is, the POW happened as they were arriving. It affected their trajectory as they were landing and probably mistimed their startups as they hopped on down from the air, which allowed May to get in first. He got that nice item box being in first place as people were taking that shortcut, but seeming to have failed a little bit there.
+1 race for NL right there.
Yeah, it was still a solid race. So we'll have to see. So USA is still winning, 117 to 102. I believe the Netherlands were down by 16 before that, and now they're down by what seems to be 15.
Yeah, they won that.
I don't know if that makes. Does that make numerical sense?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I think the race score was 37-36.
Oh yeah. Okay, it does make sense. All right, fair enough. It looks like we're going to be at Jungle Parkway up on this upcoming race. Leroy starting off in middle spot. Actually, an upper spot for this one. I don't believe trolling is allowed at all throughout this race. I don't think anybody allowed for a trolling pick. Looks like a fib acquired by Derek in first place, but ooh, you guys will see it soon. I believe Derek soon messed up, and Derek, goodbye. Back in 10th place for him. It looks like Leroy's right next to him, trying to get a red onto Killua before the cannon, but not able to as he threw it at an unfortunate time. Trying to get that item box, but wasn't able to get it. 8th place behind 3 USA members, seeming to occupy a lot of that pack. There's those baggers on the side that they need to really be careful as to how they advance on the track backwards. There's the bomb. There was a bomb somewhere around the map, but there are triple reds behind Netherlands. They throw the bomb back into 3 USA members. Wow. Netherlands have a lot of middle to top spots we see here.
And now it's still top 3 right now.
That's another bomb. Netherlands going down as well as another USA member. The Netherlands did have top spots, but we see May now in 3rd place. And triple reds once again for the Americans. There is a shock. I think that's going to get Netherlands in first place. Yeah, Netherlands dodges the shock in first place. And I believe that was their only dodge. We'll have to see if that first place can really hold on to it. He has a huge lead, as you guys can see in the mini-map. That is not their bagger. That is actually their first place. So away the Netherlands goes into first place.
I think that might be Sander, actually, too.
Yeah. So Sander and Leroy really top in this one right now. Leroy behind, I believe, what is 3 American members. Yeah, that is Sander in first. So USA 234, they have a nice block of Americans here behind the first place member. If there is a blue shell, they will be able to do a lot to that first place. The POW will be able to at least get 1 USA member, I believe. Yes, life goes down to the red shell. There was the shroom on the side, but he wasn't able to get it or didn't want to risk it. There's the thundercloud somewhere around Leroy right now. He's going to have to watch out as almost comes into contact with him. Red shell for him. Tries to get Derek. Is there another shock?
Yeah, I think
that's a shock.
USA dodged every middle spot.
I think, yeah, USA dodges in 2-3-4.
Wow.
And we'll have to take a look on that mini-map. Sander
still has...
He still has a huge lead, though. I think they're going to need a blue shell for this one. If I'm going to be quite honest here.
He got hit by something. So USA is top 2, maybe 3 right now. Oh, he did get blue. Sander got...
Oh, Sander got blued. Okay, so Sander not in first anymore. We do see him in a... Oh, there we see it. Sander is back there when the blue shell happened. So it's getting an American right now, actually. A single shroom for Leroy here. 7th place. There's a mega in play for Derek. Tom runs into the mud. Looks like he bumps his teammate in the process. Not too pretty for them.
Sander got hit by something after shock. I saw him like spin out, but
yeah,
I guess...
no, I think they probably shock redded him there.
Wow.
It was probably more likely there. So Netherlands losing their first place position, but they did have the blue shell. I wonder what kind of an effect that had on the USA members that did have 2, 3, 4. And it looks like we're having the results come up here. USA 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Sander getting hugely affected by that blue. Well, no, not even hugely affected by that blue. Excuse me. He still gets 2nd place. So the question is, where are the rest of the Dutch members? And to that, I don't really have too much of an answer. Because ever since the 2nd lap, they didn't really have too many people up there.
Yeah, I think. Sander was literally their last one.
Yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure he was the only person up there. So
because USA was 2, 3, 4, 5. A good majority of the race.
And then the shock, of course, not helping at all with Sander's position. And then that blue. Yeah, pretty much everything that could have gone wrong for Sander did go wrong.
Yeah. If NL would have got the 2nd shock, that would have been a totally different race.
Definitely. But because they didn't, 161 to 131 for the US. And what still is after, I'd say that was the 4th race, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So after 4 races, the equivalent of like a GP, although a little bit broken up, only a 30-point deficit right now.
Not too bad for me.
Yeah, it really isn't. It really isn't. I think it'll really depend on the Maple Treeway. Okay, I don't think we've seen this one too much. Not too favored by many people. We'll see how the Dutch go about this one. Keep in mind, guys, we are using the audio feed from Leroy, so if we pan it over to anybody else's perspective, the audio will still be from Leroy. We do see, what is it, Derek? Derek here with a star in 7th, doing what he does best, holding that star into top positions here. Trying to get ahead of some Dutch members here, but it's going to be a little bit tough as they're all surrounding him. USA having, I believe, what is top 2. Top 2 and 5. Baggers going at it right now. Well, Derek's going to definitely play it safe. Good decision on him. The back green ends up getting Tom. Not in the worst position on the bridge, though. Now, Derek, all of a sudden in 3rd place with this star. This is going to be... this is probably going to be used pretty well. We do see... what I believe is Leroy in 2nd place. Looks like... Ooh, Leroy getting that wheelie a little bit too early. That wheelie is going to lead him right into the wall. USA top 3 right now. And Leroy is going to have to be the first person to step up to do anything about it. A Shruma. Yes, the POW gets Derek as soon as he lands, so he has to use that star. And I believe... Hold on a second. Derek picked up a star, and he dodges in first. That wasn't the star. He picked it up. He picked up another star and dodges in first. That has to be a secure first for Team USA here. quite the unlikely events happen for Derek there, having held his star for so long.
Derek is honestly the luckiest player I have ever watched play this game. It happens every war, and it's just always crazy.
Yeah, like just how, I mean, the fact that he held the star. Ooh, Leroy getting really bumped off the map.
It kind of reminds me of like Slide, because Slide, only stupid stuff will happen to Slide.
Yeah, Slide, another one of those members who will be willing to show you his fun gameplay. He'll do well at it. Looks like we do see a TK from the American side getting thunderclouded into a mediocre position. And at the same time, Leroy trying to catch up, doing whatever he can to really get up there, avoiding these green shells here. But it doesn't look like he'll be able to really touch much of anything on 1st place, at least, as Derek is already finishing the race here at 220. He could have finished at 227. Gonna go back here as there's a shock. Wonder where this is gonna lead.
USA walked off with top 5, I believe.
Oh yeah, we do see a lot of Dutch members here. This is going to be really bad.
If not top 4, if not top 5.
Look, I know we were talking how good of a GP that was, or how at least alright of a GP that was just now for the Netherlands, but like that race though,
it just went too bad for him.
I guess not. I guess not.
Top 3, 5. Still a good race from them.
Well, okay, yeah. So top three, 5. So very close. If it wasn't for Sander seeming to be one of the Dutch members, always up there. If it wasn't for Sander, it may have been a little bit worse for them. But I think this is definitely where the Netherlands are missing Alvin and Thomas's presence now. Having their 2 MVPs missing from this roster here. Derek already having 40 points 3 races into this one. I don't know how Netherlands are going to be able to catch up from this one. And so 207 to 158.
That was a huge race for USA.
Yeah, they jumped up from what was a slight negligible point lead to a 30-point lead to a near 50-point lead. Bit too much for them.
Peach Gardens.
Peach Gardens, all right. This is the kind of track where if you do have bottom spots, you definitely can catch up, but you have to wonder if USA will get any of those triple shrooms they have in 5th place or so. Triple shrooms are absolutely deadly if there's no power shock. Looks like Derek is going to be aiming for those triple shrooms here, or maybe even better, as he is in 9th place, gets those triple shrooms, and now is in 1st. Oh my goodness.
This is just Derek.
Textbook Derek play here. 2 shrooms in 1st place, and he should be able to get on with this as long as he doesn't mess up. No pals. Should be good. Leroy in 8th place, nearly getting bumped up to the chain shop there, but a TC for him in 8th place. Going to have to watch his teammates there. He's going to be trying to pass this off to one of the Americans here. Sager right ahead of him. Will he be able to get it off just then? Yes, the very last second gets it off with the Sager, and he will not have to pay for that one. Thundercloud avoided, and Leroy in 7th place.
That was actually a really nice play from Leroy.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem like he was going to be able to get him, but until the very last second there. Looks like we are going to look at May here. Golden in 6th, maybe one of the Dutch's few hopes here in trying to catch up. 2nd place now. Pretty solid for him. And now within close distance of Derek, who, by the way, has used the shroom. There is a shock, though. So we'll have to see how this affects him. Leroy shocked into the boxes. Gets that golden mushroom, and that's a solid one. He's going to be able to catch up with this one. End of 2nd lap. There's a lot of room still for Leroy to be able to make an impact on this race. We do see Sander back there.
Oh,
and triple shoot for him as well. He's not going to hold on to them just for now. Uses one of them. He should be able to use this one to get back up onto those top spots. Derek, of course, not having...
and they're really good spots right now.
Yeah, and NL has 2, 4, 5. And with the 2 shrooms in 4th place, not too shabby at all for them. Gonna take the cut. Right up on Derek right now.
Sander took the cut right behind Leroy too, so. And that was really good positions. If they can get a blue or maybe a 2nd shot.
Yeah, the 2nd shot would definitely be key. You could shock...
Oh, Derek.
Did he just straight up mess up?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. Derek straight up messed up. There was a shock, though. We'll be seeing a shock sometime soon. How will it affect the race? A golden for the Netherlands here. He's going into 6th place. There is the Paolo and a bullet bill. Wow. A star coming in as well. Sager trying to get multiple members. He only is able to get 1 Dutch member. And May pulling off what was a satisfying race for him after hitting that golden mushroom. And Leroy only getting 3rd place after that shock there. And so that shock proved to be at least deadly for Leroy, losing 5 points off of that last shock. And so Derek, well, he had a pretty solid. He was doing good, but Netherlands.
Wow,
didn't fare too well on that one.
Top 2, 4, 5.
Didn't think they would be doing that bad on that race, but apparently that was the case. I think May actually disconnected before their line.
Yeah.
So, and he was the one that was goldening there. So, yeah, we didn't catch it on the stream, but May disconnected, so he got last place with them. And that shot proved really good. Of course, Veraith getting that shot, having the upper advantage on that Netherlands bagger. We were talking about it before the match. We didn't know too much about the Netherlands bagger. He hasn't had his test in the World Cup yet. And that was a mega in second for USA's Toad Kart. Beautiful. And so it is 12:18 p.m. Keep in mind that we do have that that American, or sorry, that what is it?
Canada and Finland.
Yeah, Canada and Finland in the next match for Mario Kart 8. So we'll have to see if any member from Team Finland is available to start us up. But USA definitely getting the start that we all saw them getting, really. USA being one of the better teams on the map right now. Having won that race by a sizable amount. Netherlands, they still have room for a comeback. If they are able to get their hands on a shock, or maybe even like one of the shorter tracks, I would start considering some of those shorter tracks for the Netherlands, just to be able to limit any shocks if possible.
If you really think about it, the Netherlands have really just been getting fucked over since race 1. Because GV2, they were really good spots, and then the target power destroyed their top 3. And then after that, Leroy got completely obliterated by just everything. And
and it's been a growing trend
in every race.
I think USA have been using their items really, really well to just absolutely destroy the Netherlands. And yeah, really unfortunate that Alvin and Thomas aren't here to be able to maybe help the team in any way, whether it be through skill or communication or whatnot. But Greenfield Highway will be the course that we continue on to, and hopefully for the Netherlands, they may be able to catch up on. Hopefully for the USA, they only grow that lead and grow that point differential. Killua from the USA starting off in first place behind what is a Leroy right behind him. He's not able to get the draft as Killua is able to adjust his line, but he is slowing down with that green and is able to backspam Leroy. As Leroy was gaining some gaining on Killua, but the backspam proves too fatal for Leroy as he is now in 5th place, having to avoid that truck there. So we do see him getting messed up just a little bit. We also do see Derek up here with a Bill in 10th, as he is a little bit ahead of everybody else's stream. Triple greens for May right now. He's going to go for the snipe. Oh, he gets Killua. Nice snipe for him. I thought that was going to run into the bomb car anyway. And I think the bomb car did explode on somebody else's screen. There's a blue shell as well, so we will be probably seeing May in first place here, as he's going to try to backspam TK. Doesn't exactly get him, but still first place. Pretty solid for the Dutch here, as they are able to secure what may be
good stuff from May with the snipe, and then it was just really good.
That snipe was crucial because obviously USA was going to have first regardless until that snipe happened. Taking a peek back to Leroy's stream, he does have triple reds right behind the 2 American members in 2-3. But I think the question is, will he be able to get them? And I think the answer will be no, considering the amount of cars and traffic on this map, of the amount of obstacles that those reds have to get through. Last lap, single red for him in 4th place. Approaching the U-turn, no backspin just as of yet. Gonna throw that red, try to chain it for a better item. Oh, it looks like that's gonna be Derek dodging in a Bill. That is a shock happening. Leroy in 4th place, the Bill passes him on the right. He's gonna be able to advance into what is a USA 2-3-4 and maybe even a first. Yeah, that's Derek in 1st place as we see it on his screen, and he should be finishing solid plus 15 there. May is gonna lose that 1st place of his into a 3rd place. He explodes the bomb car on the line, but it doesn't explode on TK, and he's only gonna get 3rd place there. And so real unfortunate for the Dutch, who it seemed like they were at least going to get a plus 15 until that shock. And Derek holding onto that Bill for a long while, able to benefit from the USA bagger, outperforming Leo in the back.
Really good shot from USA, and nice awareness from Derek to hold on to that Bill.
Yeah, definitely. And especially on the track like Moonview Highway, there's so many obstacles. Being able to hold it up for that long and not getting bumped at all, pretty good on him. But yeah, it seems as if Dutch may or may not being outclassed right now, and it seems as if the USA may be running away with this one, as as we get into this last these last couple of races. Keep in mind, guys, we are resuming with what should be some exhilarating races coming up after this one. Canada versus Finland. And what will be a huge decider for who goes on in Group C, it seems, for the Mario Kart 8 portion of the World Cup.
This match right here is very big.
Yeah, it's only going to be really very big. We did see Canada perform decent against Japan, at least in the last couple of Grand Prix. But we'll see how they can progress against the Finnish.
I can't wait to see what lineup they pull out, Canada.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see how that progresses after this war. Desert Hills being picked. Desperation? Maybe. Some would call it desperation, some would call it a strategy. We'll have to see if that strategy works out to their favor. Red shell for Derek getting knocked out of there. Leroy still in 7th place.
You can tell Leroy's just honestly having a hard time.
He's having a hard time, and he's also a little bit rusty here.
Yeah, Leroy's just having it out. He's just having it bad right now.
A little bit rusty here. We were commenting about it before the war, but he definitely has experience. He's able to come back to this game and at least play it adequately, but the level that we wish to see him at, the level that Leroy has played at over the years, a little bit left to be desired here, as he has been playing on the Wii U a bit more than on the Wii in recent months. Is able to catch up to 5th place though, but the question becomes, do you really want to be in 5th place on the track like this Desert Hills?
Unless you have some super serious faith in your bagger.
That red shell gets TK, so we'll put a little delay to TK's race, but I'm sure TK doesn't really mind too much, as the Americans, I believe the Americans have the shock, actually.
Yeah,
I think the Americans have the shock. Dutch have 4 and 5 right now. And the Dutch not in favorable spot. There is the shock used on their behalf. Oh, the Netherlands have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This cannot go well for them, as we do see 2 people dodge on the minimap. And a red shell set for him. TK dodging in that star. Moving on up. And it looks like
just
Netherlands
bagged at this point.
Not only out-bagged, but just like out-positioned there.
Yeah, out everything.
And it looks like they are able to get the start and finish in 7th place towards the end there, but it was what seems to be a not the best of races there for the Dutch. And I really think that having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the map, you would at least want one of your members to drop back.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I don't think that communication was... Oh, wow, look at that. Even regardless of that shock, USA doesn't do as good as they'd like. Netherlands getting 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Somehow they got bottom 2.
I don't know how... Yeah, Netherlands... USA got bottom 2 and 8 and 9. I don't know how that even happened, considering that the shock seemed pretty useful.
I take it that Sager DC.
May have been the case. Yeah, considering he did get last. So yeah, there was probably a disconnection because there were 2 baggers, and they will be restarting for what are, I think, the last couple of races here. And now we get to finally see how this war might close out. Will USA be able to hold on to that lead? My gut feeling says yes, but I'll have to see if Netherlands answers the call. So, Leroy, Toad's Factory, starting in 9th. It's going to be a key if he could get a draft here with an item box, but neither of the two seem to happen. Behind 3 Dutch members here. Gets that draft, okay. A little bit of a late drop, but he's able to get into 2nd. But Killua gets that banana onto a fellow Dutch member. However, Shiro able to advance up. Looks like Dutch have a top 2 right now. Killua around there. Oh, but Shiro dragging up with that banana when they have top 3, and that's going to lead to Leroy being in 4th place here. The Thunderclap being passed from ways away. Sphinx hopping in the room. I just realized he's starting to play this one. This TC hot potato kind of action kind of going on right now as Leroy not only getting thunderclouded, but sent it to 10th place as a sort of goodbye kiss. And they're going to be well on their way to a second lap here as Leroy remains in 10th place. Still, he's probably going to have to use that star soon enough, as the star won't be enough to get him to catch up, but he is holding it. This may mean some positive things for the Dutch side, as it means, okay, he was holding it for just in the case that, I'm not sure if that's the right decision there, but he's able to start finally catching up now that he has used that star. Sander and him, probably some of the two more notable players on this team, are in bottom two for them. He doesn't decide to go for the cut. I guess he just didn't see himself getting shrooms there and wanted to play it safe. And now finally starting to see some USA names on the map, but a little too late. There is a target shock. Sander dodges. That is where the shock is from, and that's probably why Leroy wanted to hold onto that star there. Triple shrooms for him in 10th place as he's finally gaining some ground on Sphinx here. Single shroom in 10th, chaining that triple shrooms for again. We do see two USA members back here now. And a single shroom for him in 10th. Okay, so we do, that means that a player must have gotten an item box at the same time around him. He does have 7th place. He's going to be able to take the cut with that one shroom alone. But just barely getting that boost pad. He's going to have to wave in and out to be able to get those boost pads. Ends up with the, I think, 7th place there.
Not too bad, not too bad.
It wasn't too bad for him, but I wonder about the other teammates, as not too sure about how that one turned out for them. And I don't think too much progress for the Netherlands was made on that one.
Oh.
Getting 3, 4, 7, and then 9, 10, 11. Jeez. So, definitely, yeah, USA in the top spots majority of that race. And some of the Dutch members didn't have too much presence up there as they should have. And of course, since the Netherlands was able to shock, they were able to move up just a little bit, but not enough, it appears. $375 to $282 on behalf of the Americans. 270 through 270. Okay, my numbers are messed up. 272. See, the surprising thing about this, I didn't expect Toadkart or TK64 to do so well, because typically when playing for USA, he tends to underperform.
Yeah.
He actually does much better in like his own team, or whether that be for Wallywogs or Charge Brigade, but for his national team, he has not tended to do so well. TK in this match definitely turned out the throttle on this one. Yeah, but as long as the Netherlands do hold on, as long as Netherlands are able to hold on and keep the margins short. They did win their first match by about 142, I believe. 162, sorry. The Bill, oh my goodness, getting 3 Dutch members back there. TK, absolutely wonderful ball he has there to send 3 of the Netherlands members back even further. Leroy hitting that green back into 11th place. And I believe USA is the only team having a bagger now. Them wanting to hold on to that lead, maybe even growing that gap even more as they search for those points in that point differential column. That may or may not make a difference in the end. Until lap 3, Leroy, Golden Mushroom. He's going to have to be able to see if he can get anything better than that, as he certainly has to shroom up as soon as possible. There is a Thundercloud right beside him. He's going to have to avoid that. Now he's approaching the Americans finally in lap 3. He has to get an item box here, but he's not able to get it. That chain, the blue shell, finally occurring. Sphinx getting hit on the side. Will he be able to get a draft? No red shell hits anybody, and he's only going to be able to settle for an 8th place finish on the last lap of Yoshi Falls. Is definitely not a satisfying race for Leroy.
Not at all.
Yeah, he was in the back from the very beginning. That was not for, okay, it wasn't satisfying for him, but Sander and Leo decides to turn up the notch a little bit, getting that top 2 and at least putting up some points for the Netherlands. So USA not taking as much of a lead from that race as it appeared to be from Leroy's perspective alone, but I believe USA still winning. Yeah, still winning that race. But we'll have to see here,
because I think NL got 11, 10, and 9. So.
Yeah, if 11, 10, and 9 is going to mean 11, 10, and 9 is probably going to mean a losing race for them. But yeah, one. Let's see here. All right, cooking them all. Last 2 races here as I believe the Canada-Finland match is approaching that 12:50 time stamp. Cooking them all being the second to last race for this clan match, and I wonder Netherlands is just going to not pursue bagging at all. I know that Verraith has no qualms about holding back from bagging, regardless of the result.
Oh,
that is a mega. Oh my god.
Oh, May.
May goes absolutely in, regardless of whatever country you're from. He says, screw your country, I'm getting some big points here as he megas what seems to be the entirety of the room trying to get the shortcut. A nice stop troll in there. If not for getting Leroy. Leroy now has that star in 11th place. Maybe able to chain for something better. Needs that star to try to get him up after getting back green there, 11th place. First lap, of course, has plenty of opportunities to catch up, especially with that shortcut towards the beginning of every lap. He's able to kind of take it first lap. Triple shrooms for him as he should be able to guarantee that ultra opportunity. May right ahead of him in 9th place. A lot of Dutch people around him in 10-9-8. We do see life from the American side, but that seems to be it from them in the bottom spots. Yep, that is a lot of Dutch members we see here. I believe we have a Dutch top 3, or sorry, an American top 3 or top 4.
America's top 4 with most doubt.
Yeah, it seems like USA is at least in 3rd place. Yeah, I see a top 3 for them right now. As Leo and Santa are trying to do everything they can to catch on up.
Hopefully they can get some shrooms or some megas or something right here and probably cook up a dodge.
USA definitely going to dodge, though. They're going to wait till this bill ends here. They're probably going to start using their dodges right about now. We could see a shock any moment now as people are starting to go through that cut. But it seems as if they don't have stars or dodges. They just only have shrooms. So maybe putting that shock dodge on a pause, a little bit of a pause here as USA top 2-4. There's the blue shell coming into play. We could totally see a blue shell cancel if USA does indeed have shock.
Oh,
Mega for him. Leroy is in prime mode for a shock dodge right now. He's able to mega a couple of people. Sphinx goes out. Netherlands top 2 out of nowhere, and the shock comes after the mega is used.
Nice mega.
That mega is certainly being huge for the Netherlands, only because the Americans put off the shock very obviously because they saw that mega and they weren't able to use any dodges. Top 2, 4, 5.
Really good race.
Top 2, 4, 5, 6 for the Netherlands. Okay, we wrote them off. Do they still have a chance? No, probably not at this point.
Probably not.
It's 3 races into it. I'm pretty sure they're out of it.
They probably need a top 6, if anything, to probably win.
Add up these really quick. 57. Wait, hold on. Can I get this in time? Okay, I was able to get a print screen on that.
If they have a shot.
I don't think they'll have a shot, but like, I think bonus point now might be possible for them. 33, 24, 57 points. 57 plus 21 is 78. 78 plus 15, 93. 93 plus 14, 107. 107 plus 11 is 118. 118 after 3 races.
118 after 3 races is...
Get your math on, dude.
And a 73 race.
292. Wait, so 73 times. So some hardcore math going on right now.
219 minus... What did you say there?
God, I forgot how much I said. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
This is too much work. All right, we're doing our best to confirm score here before this last race. 118.
I think it was... Hold on.
118 to 101. So Netherlands is winning this GP by 17 points. And they were losing by, what was it? Like 80, no, like 90 points even. Yeah, 90 points.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to be able to come back on this one in one race alone. And not even a bonus point for them, as we'll have to see how they perform if they can get that point differential total down, as Leroy does start off in first, tries to get that front running going on, but this isn't Mario Kart 8. That green, he's got to watch out for that one, as Sphinx is trying to draft up into top spots right now. Banana being held out. Drops it back, but not able to get someone late. Oh, the banana side from Sphinx. Nice job from Sphinx. He's going to backstream once again. He's got to watch out for that. Leroy does. Probably just actually going to end up backstreaming that shortcut railing. He could go for the snipe, though. He does. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Talk about getting destroyed here as
Leroy's been getting destroyed.
Yeah, that is quite
I could have this war. So.
That's a pretty good summary for the Netherlands. Although, okay, to be fair, I wouldn't say they've been getting destroyed per se. They will be losing this war by under 100 points, as nothing too drastic happens in this last race, knock on wood. But
some boxes, wow.
We do see USA a lot in bottom spots, but we do also know that they have a bagger probably holding on to the lightning bolt right now. Sar in 8th place for Leroy. Will he attempt to hold this in order to protect, or will he use this to try to advance up the track? He uses it to predict the target shock on his own teammate in first place. That does not end up happening for them.
Yeah, and with Leroy being Skypeless, that was probably the best thing.
Does Leroy often play Skypeless?
Yeah. Okay,
so that figures for a decision on his part.
And
the Netherlands in 3, 4, 5, 6.
Really good spots right now.
Something to that banana, though.
Yep.
The Mega
I was
TK!
just about to say it. I was about to say, and TK probably has a Mega.
And TK dodging, and once again, another Mega for him. He's got to be laughing. He's got to be howling right now. As,
when you don't see TK use anything, he 9 times out of 10 has a Mega.
That's a Mega for him, as he's going to be able to advance. But we do see Netherlands in favorable position. This is a close pack, and unlike Mario Kart 8, it's not distance based on how far away you are from first. It's the position you have. Netherlands moving up the track as the close pack. Oh, a bomb would kill so many people right now. Yeah. Oh, they passed it to Life, who is shooting up. He passes it to Shiro, though, and Shiro said goodbye. Leroy says goodbye to him as well, because he is moving up the pack into 5th place. But US seems to have a grip on the majority of top spots.
Literally top everything.
That's a blue shell being sent out at the very last second because the USA was holding on to it. And I think that's going to be USA top 4 and 6th place. So a very huge victory for the USA, as I think they win by more than 100 points because of that race. Yep, top 4 and 6 from that, and especially that shock killing them. My goodness, that shock killed Leroy at least.
Yeah.
That's going to be it from the Americans in the Netherlands.
Sander topping the GP. Sander's showing people that he can still do it.
Sander still top, yeah, and Sander definitely a bright point. And Sander, we should note, Sander did the worst out of the Dutch top 3 when we're talking about Alvin and Thomas. So that's always something to keep in mind as we look forward to seeing Netherlands being able to get some of their other lineups going. Good games to both teams. We'll be advancing on to Canada versus Finland, as we are behind schedule, unfortunately. And we will be back within a short time.